Welcome back to DPSN. I'm Dylan Oliver, and I'm back again this week with my NFL score predictions for Week 2. I'm not going to lie to you. Week 1, it was rough for me, but it was a weird week, alright? I went below 500 on my predictions last week with a score of 7-9, but I swear to you, I will be better this week, and I will finish above 500, and you can believe that. Alright, so to start the week off on Thursday Night Football, we have a great matchup in the AFC West between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This game is in Kansas City, and the Chiefs are favored by 4.5 points. Coming off of a short week for Patrick Mahomes and Juju Smith-Schuster, they're both dealing with a bit of injuries. So in this one, I think I have the Chargers winning with a high score of 38-33, and starting this year off 2-0 for them. Then to get things going on Sunday, in the morning slot, we have the Dolphins at the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are favored in this one by 3.5 points, and I think they win by just over 3.5. I have them winning 24-20, advancing to 2-0 on the season. After that, we have the New York Jets at the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are favored in this one by 5.5 points. And I mean, hey, the Browns looked solid last week with Jacoby Brissett in as their quarterback, and the Jets did not look very good with Joe Flacco in there. Who knows whether Zach Wilson will be back for this Week 2 matchup or not. Guess we're just going to have to wait and see. I still think no matter who the quarterback is, the Browns are the much more talented team in most positions and will win this game in a semi-low scoring one, in a win for the Browns 20-10. Another game in this morning slot is the Washington Commanders at the Detroit Lions. The Lions came very close last week to pulling off an upset against Philly, and the Commanders actually went in and were able to beat Jacksonville last week, so we got 1-0 versus 0-1 here. The Lions are favored in this one by just 1.5 points, and I think that they are a favorite for a reason and will win and cover, as they will win this game 27-24. Up next, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, we all remember what happened last season when the Colts traveled to Jacksonville in that final week and blew their playoff chances. And I mean, they have not won in Jacksonville in quite a long time, but that is why they went out and got Matt Ryan and tried to fix this quarterback issue to take this team and lead them to where they haven't been able to be in years, a win in Jacksonville. And I think this year they will be able to get it done, as the Colts are the favorites in this one by 4.5. And coming off of a tie, they don't want another loss or tie or whatever. They're going to win this game. It's going to be closer than some people think, though, as they're going to only win this one 23-17, barely squeaking it out by one touchdown. After that matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. You know the Saints give the Bucs headaches in the regular season. They just have something very good going there against Brady when it comes to the regular season matchups. But I think Brady is able to overcome his Saints regular season curse and win it this time in New Orleans with a score of 24-21. After that, we have a matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. The Giants had a big win Week 1 over the Tennessee Titans, winning on a 2-point conversion at the very end of the game, whereas the Panthers had a heartbreaking loss to the Cleveland Browns. Baker was trying to get his revenge, trying to get back at his old team, but they were unable to do so as the Browns walked off with a field goal to win it by 2 points. In this one, I think the Panthers get their first win of the season and beat the Giants with a score of 20-17, covering the spread with a score of 20-17. Now, the Giants are favorite in this game by 2.5 points, but I don't think it matters. I think the Panthers get this one. Up next, we have the Patriots at the Steelers, and now coming into this one with the news of TJ Watt being out with that torn pec for quite a while, the Patriots are favorites by only 1.5 points going into this game. But I think with it being in Pittsburgh, I think the Steelers still have the better chance to win the game, and I think the Steelers will win this game in a very, very close matchup with a score of 23-21 Pittsburgh. That'll do it for the Sunday morning slate of games. Now jumping into the Sunday afternoon games, it starts off with the Atlanta Falcons at the Los Angeles Rams. Rams are going to be looking to bounce back after an abysmal Thursday night performance against the Buffalo Bills. And I mean, the Falcons, I don't think they're good. They almost beat the Saints, but they choked it away like they always do. They're going to have a rough year the rest of the way. The Rams are going to win this game quite easily. not cover the 10.5 point spread that they have, but they will win it by 10 with a score 27-17. After that, we have the Seattle Seahawks, the NFC West leading Seattle Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers did not look good in week 1. Trey Lance was not moving the ball at all, and they lost to the Chicago Bears and only were able to put up 10 points. But I still don't think the Seahawks are good. I think the Seahawks are even worse than what the Bears are. So I think the Niners are able to win this game at home, favored by 9.5 points. They don't cover the spread, but they do win this 20-14, another semi-low scoring game. After that, we have my lock of the week. The Cincinnati Bengals, coming off a bad loss in overtime to the division rival Pittsburgh Steelers, are traveling to Dallas to play against the Dallas Cowboys without Dak Prescott. This offense did not look good with Dak Prescott, so I'm very worried to see what it's going to look like without their star quarterback. I have the Bengals winning this game 24-10. I just don't think the Cowboys offense is going to be able to get anything going on the ground or through the air, and it'll be a pretty easy win for the Bengals in this game, making it my lock of the week. Up next, we have the Houston Texans at the Denver Broncos. The Broncos home opener after a very disappointing debut from Russell Wilson and Nathaniel Hackett with these Denver Broncos, with that loss on Monday Night Football to the Seattle Seahawks. That's a game the Broncos have to win if they're trying to be playoff contenders. This is another one that they have to win, as they are favored by 9.5 points in this game. They're at home. It's their home opener. They have to bounce back, and they will bounce back, and they'll win this game 24-13. After that, the final Sunday afternoon game, we have the Arizona Cardinals at the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are actually favored in this one by 5.5 points. It's a bigger spread than I thought it would be, but I can see why they're favored. I think they will win this game. They put up a good fight against the Los Angeles Chargers, whereas the Cardinals looked horrible against the Kansas City Chiefs. So I think after week 1, the Raiders have definitely impressed me a lot more, and is why I will give them this win this week. I think it'll be a very close game though, as they'll win 23-21. Then we have our Sunday Night Football matchup. The Chicago Bears, hot off of a win over the San Francisco 49ers, are going to be traveling to Lambeau Field to play against my Green Bay Packers. Now, I won't lie, the Packers did not look great offensively or really too great defensively in that week 1 matchup against the Minnesota Vikings. But we're playing the Chicago Bears. Rodgers has said it. We own them. It's in Lambeau. It's in prime time. If Justin Fields and the Bears are able to come in to Lambeau this year and beat the Packers, then I'm going to be worried. I'm going to be very scared for my Packers this season. But as of right now, I'm not worried about it. I'm calm, cool, collected. I'm relaxed. We're going to go in there and destroy the Bears on Sunday Night Football and show everyone we're going to be okay this season. The Packers are favored in this one by 9.5 points, and I think they win and cover, as I have them winning this game 34-14, putting up a statement win on Sunday Night Football. After Sunday Night Football, we of course have to wait till Monday night for the final games of the week, and this week we actually have 2 games going on Monday. The first one being the Tennessee Titans at the Buffalo Bills. Oh boy, is this one going to be a blowout. The Bills were phenomenal in their Thursday night matchup against the Rams, and the Rams I still think are a much better team than the Tennessee Titans. I think the Titans are going to come in and struggle greatly against Buffalo in this Monday night game. The Bills are favored, of course, by a large margin of 9.5 points, and I have them winning and covering as well, with a win 34-20 in this Monday night matchup. Then the other Monday night game is the Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles. Both teams coming in hot off of a win. Both teams looked great offensively in that first matchup. I think this is going to be a great game that comes down to the wire. It's in Philadelphia. The Eagles are favored by 1.5 points, but I have the underdogs coming out and winning this one. I have the Vikings winning by just 1 point. I have them winning 28-27 in a very, very good matchup. Probably a walk-off touchdown by someone like Justin Jefferson maybe. But I think it'll be a great, great game that the Vikings are just able to squeak out at the very, very end. Well, those are all the score predictions I have for you this week. Make sure to tune in next week where I will, of course, have my Week 3 score predictions. But for now, I'm Dylan Oliver, and I will see you next time.
Fight.